What? One of one. Mookie freaking Betts. Drew Reimer.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
They smell so good. Is it just me, my friends? I know this sounds absolutely horrible. Anybody else here like the smell of gasoline? Give me a hell yeah in the chat. I don't know why. Obviously, I don't huff or anything, to be straight with you. But I've always loved the smell of gasoline. I don't know why. Oh, hell yeah. Wow. I am so peanut butter and jealous, my dude. This is absolutely freaking amazing. Wow. That is a Tyrannosaurus Rex tooth. Dustin, you win, bro. How cool is that? I love it so much. Jonathan over here says, man, 6-year-old Jonathan just peed himself. You're not cool unless you pee your pants. If peeing your pants is cool, then call me Miles Davis. Seattle Mariners. Oh my Lanta. Wow. Check that out, you legends.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Rays and Kirk Noah. You just got yourself a Strokes of Gold Junior Caminero. That is a case hit, my dude. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Damn, brother. And you already know, buddy, that is a rookie. So if that was mine, that would go straight into the pre-grade pile, my dude. Damn. Hey, get out of my head, Kirk Noah. I love you, brother. Thank you. I am so stoked we could pull that together, big man. Wow. Oh, wow. Number 22 out of 25, Jackson Churio. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Goodness gracious, my man. That is beautiful. You know what that deserves? JunkWaxVintage Congratulations, Kirk Noah. 22 out of 25 on the Churio. And that is a triple material relic, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Holy shiitake mushrooms. How about a fantastic Friday morning banger? How about a little morning wood?
Giggity, giggity.
James Wood. On card. Mojo Refractor. Prospect autograph. Lightning has struck twice, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, Mr. Behrman Sr. Torrey Holt. JunkWax Nasty. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Holy cow there, buddy. Wow. That is not numbered, but that is still absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Amazing. Wow. I am so stoked that I could find that for you, Dalen. Name the 5 best rappers. Dalen, 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 and Dalen. Because I rip hot fire. There you go, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my.
Very good. Okay, very good.
Gods recognize gods. Who the fuck is that guy?
Beautiful. Yes, it was DJ. But would you just look at it? Our second Kayla Harrison rookie autograph here in the family. Bro, you win.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
JunkWax Nasty. Congratulations, Felicidades Cesar Mendoza. Beautiful tarjeta, mi amigo. And Kayla Harrison is a soon-to-be Hall of Famer. Seriously. One of the best female fighters that we have ever seen grace the planet.
Our old song was Baby Back, Baby Back, Baby Back. It was about ribs cause that was our thing. Our new ribs are bigger, the whole menu's better. So we changed the song to be bigger than ribs. Chili's is back, baby back, baby back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby back, baby back.
Oh my Lanta. Oh, Senor Mendoza. And gotta love pack number 4, my brother. Come on. JunkWax Nasty. Congratulations, Felicidades, Cesar Mendoza.
Oh my God.
How about stud prospect for the Colorado Rockies? Charlie Condon on the Power Brokers. I know it, Luke, I know. That is absolutely beautiful. 2 out of 8 on the Charlie Condon. And Condon is a stud. Stab it for Brian, then toss it. Your wish is my command, sir. There you go. Pick the paper up, put it in the bag. Bop, bop. Pick the paper up and put it in the bag. Give me a hell yeah if you remember that. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of stabbed wanders. And then he wants us to go ahead and chuck them as well. Double yeet. See ya. Seattle Mariners. Number 2/100. And folks, how about first on print to 100 on the Juan Soto?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
How about a casual Friday morning bookend, ladies and gentlemen? First on print, Juan Soto to 100. How cool is that? Congratulations to the Nationals, and that is Rob Richardson. Oh, it's backwards. It is a redemption, and oh my Lanta. Wow. Dual autograph, Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Damn. P.T. Barnum. Ooh, you got a Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby relic. Wow. That's fun. I'm putting that one in a penny sleeve for you. We will top load that one before it gets mailed off to you, Mark Bluma. But that is a first here on the channel, my man. That is the very first.
This is where the transmission came from, right?
Yeah, I heard it. Cracking wax and breaking backs.
Then it's time. Let's go get our spicy water.
Rise and shine. It's the midweek fire. Junk wax vein the pigs, taking you higher. The legends are rolling. The packs are tight. It's wonderful Wednesday. Let's start it right. We're cracking backs and sipping spicy. Jake, I feel that morning's feeling icy. With cardboard heat and caffeine kicks, we're pulling flame and hitting licks. Dalen's live with that morning charm, ripping wax with both sleeves armed. From Julio rookies to vintage gold, these wonderful Wednesdays never get old. Miss Junk Wax got the sorting down, grading dreams in a cardboard town. The legends in chat, always on cue. They woke up early just to vibe with the crew. Live from the JunkWaxVintage Card Club studios. Start your day with a slab and a smile, featuring spicy water, wild pulls, and that signature junk wax energy. Feeling great, midweek spree, spicy water, chug it slow. Wednesday wonders steal the show, so toast that morning brew and tap the screen. This wonderful Wednesday's running pristine. Jay fills the morning thrill, where legends break with heart and skill. Cracking backs and sipping spicy. Jade out root, that morning's feeling icy. With cardboard heat and caffeine kicks, we're pulling flame and hitting licks. Dalen's live with that morning charm, ripping wax with both sleeves armed. From Julio rookies to vintage gold, these wonderful Wednesdays never get old. Miss Junk Wax got the sorting down, grading dreams in a cardboard town. The legends in chat, always on cue. They woke up early just to vibe with the crew. Live from the JunkWaxVintage Card Club studios. Start your day with a slab and a smile, featuring spicy water, wild pulls, and that signature junk wax energy. Who we be? JW feeling great, midweek spree, spicy water, chug it slow. Wednesday wonders steal the show, so toast that morning brew and tap the screen. This wonderful Wednesday's running pristine. JJ views the morning thrill, where legends break with heart and skill.
Well, top of the morning to you, legends. It is damn good to see you on this wonderful Wednesday. How we doing on this happy hump morning? Good to see you, Weston. You handsome son of a gun. I cannot thank you enough for hitting me in the custom spot button this morning, Mr. Dutson. I see you there, brother. And we're going to have some Favre cards in the mail ASAP. Good morning, my good man. Good morning, Jeffro. How was my favorite Jeffro tell this morning? Little aqua lung. Top of the morning to you. Hoorah. How's our family devil dog, Rope? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Rowdy, great to see you. The Binder guys, welcome back, boys. Devin Clark, Mr. Austin Malmo, my fellow Spokenite. Mikey, the Mad Hatter, the oest of OGs of the family. Good to see you this morning, you legend. Top of the morning to you, buddy. Hope we're having a wonderful Wednesday thus far, especially down there in Florida. Yulee. Good morning, Travi Patty. Good morning, Card Daddy USA. How you doing? Jackson. Yes, we did. Yes, I did, my man. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. Sincerely. You rock my face off. All right, my dear friends. Well, good morning, Noah. How you doing, young man? Another OG of the family. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Are you over at Dad's house this morning? Mikey 1, top of the morning to you. Weston, you were exactly right. It sure is, unfortunately. But we handled it. No big deal. It is all good, my man. It is in the past. But it still hurts. But it's in the past. I hope somebody gets that reference. Mr. Tony Hernandez, our little kicking wing, and my brother from another mother, mi hermano de otro madre, who is another OG of the family. Damn good to see you, Tony. So, folks, we're just going to call this the OG show. The last couple of days has been absolutely amazing because we've had a lot of OGs that we don't get to see every day coming back to the family. And like I've said before, folks, I truly believe it is a testament to how amazing this community is and how awesome you are that you have been in this family for 4.5 freaking years. It's been amazing. And we still have a long way to go, my friends. So I love you. Top of the Wednesday to you. Let's get into some juice, shall we? Kicker, good morning. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. I just smacked you with a follow there. Kicker update. Welcome to the family, buddy. It is positivity like that that helps this channel go round. Travie Patty, top of the morning to you. The Car Daddy, good morning. Timbo T-Wood, one half of the Towers of Power. Good morning, you giant. Good to see you, my dude. And buddy, we are counting down. We are like 27 days away from the National. Aw, thank you so much, Kicker. I appreciate you, buddy. Right back at you. T. Rice, am I live 24/7? Almost. I'm just kidding, buddy. So, hey, actually, all joking aside, thank you all so much for bearing with me this morning because this is the second day of our new schedule. A lot of you know that typically we go live at 8 a.m. in the mornings. And if you really want to go back, my OGs, we used to start at 6 a.m. in the mornings when I had a full-time job like 3 years ago. So we have moved from 6 to 8 to now 9:30. And that is because we want to accommodate busier evenings. And last night was a perfect example of that. So folks, we ripped until damn near midnight. And it was everything I thought it could be. And for the very first time in the history of this channel, I had no worries. I was not worried about getting up this morning. It was incredible. So thank you all so damn much. And I think this 9:30 move is going to end up being a really good thing. All righty then. Card Daddy USA, Topps Chrome drops on the 23rd. You're right. Smart man. I like it. Thank you, Card Daddy. You're absolutely right, my dude. All right, legends. Of course, my friends, if it is your very first time tuning into this ugly mug this morning, hi, welcome. My name is Dalen, also known as JunkWaxVintage. You can find me here almost every single day, starting and ending your days right. With that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always, just a couple laughs. Just a couple. EC Cards, this is my voice, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not talking like anything, you silly goose. This is how my voice sounds. Why do you talk like that? Anyway, if you are new here this morning, my dear friends, keep in mind we are live on 5 platforms. You can find us on TikTok, Facebook, Kick, YouTube, and of course, the whole rest of the fam damly is over here on Twitch. So if you want to make the switch, my friends, come on over, baby. It's early, but hey, you're more than welcome to come join us. We would love to have you. All right. Hey, I repeat, we have a Pfeiffer down. Good morning, Ryan Pfeiffer. That's right, Uncle Smitty. Change my voice. Ditties. You win the name game. Nice. Rico Suave. Buenos dias, my friend. Great to see you. And I appreciate the positivity. Thank you so much. All right. Yay. Good morning, Brian Smith. Good morning, Joe. Mr. Cowling. Mr. Dowling. Good morning, brother. How are you? That's right, Jeffro. It's true. It's true. All right, Mr. Berkeley, great to see you as well. Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the entire fam damly up in here on this happy hump morning, and we are going to have so much fun. So, just a heads up, everybody. Let's turn some music on, shall we? Let's get some tunage happening. Beautiful. All right, check this out, my friends. We are getting close. 2025 Donruss Hobby Box number 10. Good morning, Robert Sipe. Long time no see, you legend. Our favorite Stump Daddy. Our favorite Imus in the evening. What's up, Bree B? Shout out to you and Lolo. Oh, Bubba, it says sold out now. Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much. We need to refresh that shop for the very first time on this wonderful Wednesday morning. Good morning, Mr. Turk. How you doing, buddy? Great to see you back, Maddie. Diddy, good morning. Again, I can't look at your name without laughing. It's hilarious. All right, so I'm getting reports that this is actually sold out. So I apologize, but I got to refresh that shop. How about a 5 hobby box mixer as well, complete with National Treasures? I cannot hardly wait to bust into this break, my dear friends. I'm telling you, we're going to find something in that one. I'm ridiculously excited. That one's going to be a fun one. Noah, you're on vacation in South Carolina. Very fun, but you can't miss a Wednesday morning opening. I love it. It is wonderful to see you, young man. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Noah. Your ears must have been burning last night because I was shouting out some Shohei Ohtani's for you, Noah. Joey Ohtani! Woo! That's our boy. Okie dokie, folkies. So that is where we're sitting on those breaks at the moment. We are going to have another UFC break drop soon. BTW. And I am refreshing that shop, my dear friends, after we bust into our very first pack of juicy junk wax. Let's start with a good old comic ball, shall we? Well, 1992. Tony Hernandez. It is the latter. Yeah. All right. Starting off with some batting twubbles with the old Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. How about our favorite interplanetary pastime with Daffy and the Martians? And we're not talking about Dominguez's. Oh, wow. How about another Marvin the Martian? Retrieve that Nolan Ryan man on the pitcher's mound. Excuse me. How about another Marvin the Martian? 3 of them in a row. That's a lot of Marvins. And legends, we are already up to 5,000 likes over here on TikTok. I cannot thank you enough for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Thank you. Those likes are incredibly impactful on this channel, my friends. I sincerely appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much. How about Sylvester and Tweety on some batting twubbles? How about the 7th inning stretch with Taz and Mr. October? A Daffy and a Porky. A luscious lip curtain of Yosemite Sam. How about Mr. October with Bugs co-starring? Oh, there we go. Got a little holy noly on the patch of greens, like Field of Dreams, but patch of greens. I like it. I see what they did there. We have I said, hey boy. Little Foghorn Leghorn with the other Tweety, Tweety's son. And then last but not least, we have some Burger Ball with old Bugs. Hurling some heat. There you go. Nice little first pack of juicy junk wax, if I do say so myself. Noah has a question. First question of the morning.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
Question is, why did you remove comments from the screen when watching it? So, Noah, we do have a different overlay. I think what you're talking about... Actually, I can't even do it right now because I don't have that overlay set up anymore. But Noah... So I took a survey, basically, of everyone in the community, and they voted on this overlay that you see before you as the best one, the one that they like the most, to answer your question. But that does not mean we won't use the other one at some point, and I know that there might be another overlay that is being worked on behind the scenes as we speak. So there is some changes coming to the channel. Always. Bloctimus Prime, good morning. How you doing there, good buddy? Excellent to see you, my dude. Pimpin' since been pimpin' since been pimpin'. Give me my powder. All right. Mikey, you're absolutely right, good buddy. Thank you, good sir. All right, my dear friends. Mr. Rhodes, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the family, Jeff. Great to have you, buddy. All right. I am refreshing that shop for the very first time on this happy hump morning. A marvelous mañana de miércoles. Or my español. Hablas. All right, excellent. Mr. Dowling, taking the Marlins in our 5-boxer. Why, thank you, you legend. And good morning to our favorite Axeman from Ohio, Mr. Tim Hudson. Legend. Good morning. How you doing there, Tim? Another OG of the family. Mr. Koba.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. Making my morning this morning, my man. Good to see you. All right. The Marlins taken down by Mr. Dowling. Thank you so much, Joe.
Look, I know you miss her, man. But you can't keep doing this to yourself.
There you go, buddy. Next, Mr. Justin Miller. Another OG of the family, taking spot number 26. Thank you, Justin. And by the way, Justin Miller, are you here this morning, my man? Ah, there he is. Hey, brother. I still have a giant box to rip for you back here, buddy. I have not forgotten, sir. And I think we might have time to do it today. Maybe this morning. Gotta love the new schedule, right? Good morning, Richard. How is our Pacific Northwest pal? Your son will be at the Dodgers game tonight. That's amazing, buddy. Hell yeah. Hey, I got you, Justin. My pleasure, brother. All right, folks. Savoya, welcome back, buddy. Jeff Rhodes, do I have giveaways? No. Nope. We do not do giveaways here, my friend. If you're here for giveaways, I am so sorry. You might want to move on, my friend. But I appreciate you asking. Thank you, thank you. Bella, good morning. All right. That's true, Tony Hernandez. It's true. Our buddy, Tony Hernandez, mi hermano, he says, don't go blowing off your middle fingers this week, folks. You'll need it to rip packs. You're absolutely right. Bella, good morning, young lady. Jay, are any of the Looney Tunes worth some real money? I don't think so. Right off the top of my head, my man, that is some juicy junk wax. The reason they call it junk wax is because it was overprinted in the trillions. And there is still boxes that you can buy to this day that are almost just as expensive as they were back in 1991. Correct. But I appreciate you asking, Jay. All right, my dear friends, next is Kilo Joe Montez, another OG of the family, the California kid, taking 8 and 14 in our 10th box of 2025 Donruss. Thank you, Joe. There you go, buddy. And we're down to just 2 spots left, and I think it's Mr. Lucio here. 1, 11, and 30. 3 spots, excuse me. Thank you, Glenn. Good morning, Corey Bader. How you doing, buddy? That's right, Jeff Rotel. There you go. You nailed it. Hey, what's up, Anthony Chapman? Good morning, buddy. How you doing? All right, Glenn Lucio, let me get you locked in here, bud, and we are absolutely getting into a 2025 Donruss break this morning. Yes, please. Of course, my friends, if it is your very first time tuning in, you're more than welcome to go check out JunkWaxVintage.com. That is where you find everything having to do with this channel. There is sealed wax up there. And oh, by the way, shameless plug, there is some new stuff up there if you have not looked since yesterday. JunkWaxVintage.com, you can find sealed wax, break spots, merchandise, supplies. There's a blog up there if you want to educate yourself. So I implore you, my friends, to hit JunkWaxVintage.com. It's pretty cool. And the best part, in my humble opinion, is you can create an account at JunkWaxVintage.com for free. My favorite price, $3.99. Oh, roger that, Anthony Chapman. Well, I can check that right after the show, my good buddy. I appreciate you letting me know. Thank you, Anthony. There you go, folks. That is beautiful. How about a full break sheet on this wonderful Wednesday morning? Oh, there you go. I love it. Mike Skeens, good morning, brother. Feet and knees together, airborne. Excellent to see you as always, you handsome son of a gun. Big hugs and firm handshakes to my fellow Army veteran. Great to see you this morning, buddy. Making my morning as always, thank you. All right, let me snag myself a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Broast. Shout out to the Coup Lord from the Philippines. Great to see you this morning, my friend. The Thrilla from Manila. All right, all right. We have hit that shop this morning. We have a full break. I think we do not have any family rips this morning, so I think we're just going to roll right into that break, which is not a problem. Oh, just kidding. Mr. Josh Gaston snagging a couple of beautiful packs this morning. That is a wonderful way to start the morning there, Josh. Thank you, good sir. Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko. Say what? What are you talking about, Scotty? You silly goose. All right, my dear friends. Hey, Josh Hausman. Great to see you this morning, you handsome son of a gun. Deadpool says you would be an excellent pastor. Oh, thank you, Deadpool. I appreciate the kind words, buddy. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. The name's Dalton. Good morning, Dalton. Jeff the Pest Guy, top of the morning to you, buddy. Happy Wednesday. All right, let me grab some packs for our buddy Josh Gaston, and I will be right back. Hey, Scotty, did you maybe forget that we changed our schedule? Today is the second day of our new schedule, Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. But it's great to see you this morning, you handsome son of a gun. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Scotty. We have 4 packs of 1990 NBA hoops. See if we can't find you some Michael Jordan. Horacio Trigo. Bienvenidos, hermanitos. Great to see you, Horacio. Hey, bueno verte. Brandonio, my favorite San Antonio other breaker. How you doing, brother? Good to see Mr. Hooked Breaks this morning. Folks, it is amazing to see you. It is amazing to be seen on this wonderful Wednesday. I need to grab one more pack from Mr. Gaston, and then we are ripping. I'll be right back. About some good old Funko. Chase Church, good morning. How you doing? Sup? All right, Josh Gaston. Some action Gaston. I sincerely appreciate you utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com this morning, you legend. Good luck. Let's start with some 1990 NBA hoops, and then we'll get into some Funko. Brian Smith, good morning, buddy. Thank you, Mikey, too. Chase Church. Oh, you're usually with us over on Whatnot, but you found us here. That means more to me than you will ever know, Chase. I sincerely appreciate that, brother. It is people like you that help this whole channel grow. So I just smacked you with a follow there, Chase. And I'm your 18th follower here on TikTok, buddy. Welcome to the family, Chase Church. Horacio, you literally live 2 hours south of San Antonio. Nice, buddy. So we're right in the same neck of the woods, my dude. If you're 2 hours south of San Antonio, then you are 3 hours south of myself. Because I'm about an hour and a half south, or hour and a half north of San Antonio, right up here in Austin. Ah, Benji Hanna. There you go, brother. Now it all makes sense. Great to see you, Chaser. Thank you again, buddy. All right, first pack of the morning. Let's start off with some BJ. Armstrong. Tim Hardaway rookie. Not too shabby. How about Rolando Blackman? Adrian Dantley. Scotty Too Hottie. Skiles. Master of the receding hairline. The fastest thing in that building moving is not the humans. It is his hairline running away from his eyebrows. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, on this happy hump morning, you incredible human beings over here on Twitch have started a magnificent always, my dear friends, you already know. If we take this hype train to a magnificent level 6, we give away a Junk Wax Vintage hitbox this morning. Now, I never expect it, my friends, but I'm just letting you know you have options. There are bonus hitboxes also. If we make it to a level 9 or a level 11, threaten me with a good time. All right. Akeem the Dream, Olajuwon. Old Billy Bedford, double I. DJ, what are you talking about there, my man? Help me out there, DJ, or D Jr. David Rivers. Johnny Williams with a magnificent mustache. Danny Ainge. Johnny D. Clyde the Glide with the hick from French Lick co-starring. Mr. Blob. Billy Bob Thornton. Shout out to Angelina Jolie. And last but not least, John Sunvold on pack number 1. There you go, Joshy. Let's go pack number 2. See if we can't find you some hype train luck. So, folks, thank you so much for starting a wonderful Wednesday hype train. Oh, yeah, Akeem the Dream. Did I put an H in there? But thank you, D Jr. I appreciate it so much. All right, we have the Adventures of Pooh. Richardson. Rookie. Mitchie Redmond. Oh, I see what you mean now, brother. Thank you so much. I gotcha. Roger that. That's a good question. You'll have to ask 1990 Skybox, my man. All right, we got Kevin McHale looking like a stepdad for Baston. Shout out to Timbo. Shout out to Kobe Luna. Roy Tarpley for Dallas, right up the road. Kenny Smith. How about a fat lever?
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. Lafayette Lever. Coach of the Dream Team, Mr. Chuck Daly. I can't write it any better, my dear friends. There you go. Ask for a fat lever, and you got a fat lever. Lafayette Lever. Beautiful. Paul Mokeski. Thank you, card gods. Randy Allen. Phil Jackson. Speaking of luscious lip curtains, I give that one a JWV 9 on that magnificent mustache. Tommy Chambers. Reggie Williams for San Antonio. Danny Young for Rip City. And last but not least, Grant Long for Bienvenidos a Miami. All right, Josh, we're down to your second to last pack magic, buddy. All right, Bubba. Just looked up on AI. It says in the 1990-1991 Skybox basketball card set, Akeem Olajuwon's name was spelled Akeem because he officially changed the spelling of his name from Akeem to Hakeem in March of 1991. Prior to this change, he was widely known as Akeem Olajuwon, which is why his cards from before 1991 use that spelling. Well, there you go. The more you know. We learned together this morning, and I love it, my dear friends. Thank you. I appreciate that, Bubba. And thank you, D. Jr. Horacio Trigo. Muchísimas gracias for sharing out my live, you legend. Much appreciated. Mucho aprecio. All right. Penultimate pack magic. How about some Ricky Pierce? Michael Adams for the Nuggies. Double Ott. Robert Parrish. Chris Stowiak. Moses Malone. Bill, I have no muscles. Man. Bill Musselman. The Frog King, good morning. Sports fan, thanks for smacking the follow button. David Corzine for Orlando. Dan Shays. Kiki, do you love me? Are you down for me always? Kiki Vandeweeg. A lot of Dick Mata. Daryl Walker. There we go.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Glad we could find a Michael Jordan together, Josh. Nice one. Michael Jordan All-Star. Justin Kaiser, good morning, you legend. Great to see you this morning, buddy. Exquisite. Yes, we are running another UFC, and it might be live right now. Give me just a moment. I'll check for you. Domo arigato, Richie adubato. Stu Jackson and old Billy Thompson, last but not least, for Bienvenidos a Miami. All right, Josh, we're down to one pack left, but let me check something real quick, my dear friends. Let me see if we have another UFC break. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment. Why, yes. Yes, we do. Come on. My computer's not being nice to me this morning. Really? All right, there we go. So we will have another UFC breakup very, very soon. Justin Kaiser, it is wonderful to see you this morning. OG, how you doing, you handsome son of a gun? Chase Church, how do we buy stuff on here? That is a great question. Thank you, Chase. So, JunkWaxVintage.com. We do have our own website. Up there on that website, you can find break spots, sealed wax, a blog, supplies, grading, etc. So please, feel free to head right on over to JunkWaxVintage.com, Chase. And thank you, my good man. All right, I'm sleeving up that Michael Jordan for you, Josh. A beauty. We don't need to stare at that break sheet anymore. All right, last pack magic for you, Josh. Here we go. And we're busting in some Funko. Well, good morning, Eric. Great to see you, brother. Mr. Bellier gracing us with his presence. How you doing, buddy? Top of the Wednesday morning to you, my man. All right, we have Alexander Volkov, rookie. And we're not talking about the UFC fighter. How about the Admiral? Rookie. From right down the road in San Antonio, David Robinson. The double lot, so nice. We got him twice, Mr. Robert Parrish. Dennis Johnson. Horny Hornacek. Eddie Johnson. Thurl Bailey with those sweet, sweet safety glasses. Tucky Jones. Paul Pressey. Jeff Malone with the finger roll. Rory Sparrow for Bienvenidos a Miami. Seriously.
Ooh, yeah.
How about a second Michael Jordan? Good morning, Swanee. How you doing, legend? Good morning to you. Top of the Mormon to you. Good to see you, Steve-O. How about some Pearl Jam? Mookie Blaylock, rookie. Ellis Frank for the Heat. And last but not least, with Byron Scott co-starring, old Mikey Smrek. Looking smrecky. Well, there you go, Josh. I am so sorry I couldn't find you the Menendez brothers Mark Jackson, gosh dang it. That has become a huge chase in this set. But that David Robinson is centered pretty nicely. Could be worse. All right, brother. You got 2 Michael Jordans and some other Junk Wax All-Stars in there as well. Good morning, Shane. And I saw that video you posted of your latest JWV package. I sincerely appreciate you, Kurt Singer's Cards, for making that video, buddy. That is pretty damn cool. Jerrison Jones, my day is going wonderfully. How's your Wednesday going, my friend? Top of the morning to you. Might as well put both those MJs up there. The MJ's so nice, we found him twice this morning. All right, Josh Gaston, this is your last pack magic, buddy.
One down, one to go.
Good luck. And good morning, Brandon Franz. My brother from another mother. How you doing, buddy? Big hugs and firm handshakes to my podcast co-host. Starting out with some Valkyrie. Carol Danvers. The Danvers so nice you got her twice. Captain Marvel. How about the Red Skull on the Funko shorts? He's so evil but so cute. Iron Man. Shout out to Tony Stark. Oh, hell yeah. On your premium insert, you got a gold Schmeckle Spider-Man from the Avengers Infinity War. That is beautiful. Just leaving that one up for you, Joshy. Doctor Strange and the War Machine, last but not least. There you go, buddy. We're going to sleeve up that gold Schmeckle Spider-Man. Those Funko packs are always so much fun. And the coolest thing about those Funko packs, my friends, is you get a premium insert in every single pack. That's pretty sweet. Johnny Mesco says PSA 10 of that Jordan All-Star are selling for between $100 and $150. Very nice. Well, Mr. Gaston, if you would like to pre-grade either of those, I would probably say that one is the better one. This one has a little bit of a boo-boo corner down here in the bottom left, if you can see that. I probably would disqualify that one from grading, but that one looks pretty damn good. So, of course, my friend, you are more than welcome to snag some pre-grading up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. But, of course, you are also not welcome. You're more than welcome to not do that. There is never any pressure, is my point. So, Josh Gaston, thank you again, my dude. That is a magnificent way to start our Wednesday morning. Let me put your name on these little bad boys, my dear friends, and I think it might be break time. Mr. Bosco, thank you so much, Marco, and it's great to see you this morning, buddy. Happy hump morning. Gaston. Thank you again, Josh. Another beautiful rip, my friend. Of course. Sure thing, buddy. There you go, my dude. All right, legends. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'll be right back. Hey, good morning, Jordan Smith. How are you doing, good buddy? Big hugs and firm handshakes to another OG of the family. Damn good to see you this morning, my brother. All right, all right. Let me snag myself a little sippy. Josh, you are so welcome, brother. Thank you. Yeah, he's decent, Nizzy. He's decent. He says, is that Michael guy good? Yeah, he's okay. He panned out, I guess you could say. Good morning, Nizzy. Good to see you, bud. All right, my dear friends, my family, let me refresh that shop real quick. Make sure we're not missing anything. We are good to go. All right, legends. It is officially break time. You know what we must do. Oh, yes, we did, Jordan Smith. We sure did, buddy. We busted them both last night, my brother. Mm-hmm. We got through the UFC break, we got through the football break, and we got through a single box of 2025 Donruss. And we filled another one. Thank you, as always, my dear friends. I am ridiculously excited to get into our 10th box of 2025 Donruss. But you know what we must do first. And oh, by the way, there's just a few teams left on that 5 hobby box mixer. And of course, my dear friends, if by some act of the universe we can knock down those last teams this morning, then we will bust all 5 of these hobby boxes this morning. Threaten me with a good time. Diamondbacks, Rays, Twins, White Sox. And then we are ripping. Please do, Jordan Smith. And you remember how to find those replays, don't you, buddy? The easiest way, in my humble opinion. Brad, hello. The amazing Randy. Thank you for the hearts, you legend. I appreciate you, Randy. Good to see you this morning, my dude. Beta. All right, my dear friends. Let's find out how many times we're going to randomize this bad boy, shall we? Shout out to our buddy Rachel, who snagged us this sweet little handy-dandy dice tray. I love the guesses. Thank you, Brian. Brian says 10. Mikey 2 says 5. Let's find out. Ah, lucky number 6. You were so close, Mikey 2. So close. Jordan Smith. YouTube is my favorite for replays. Of course, you can watch the replay on Twitch. But in my humble opinion, I think YouTube is the best spot to go back and watch those replays because you can scrub through the video easily. You can fast forward it. Know what I mean? Of course, you can do that on Twitch, but I just think it's easier on YouTube. But that's just me. All right, folks, that is 5 and 1. Hard to see it, gosh dang it. But I promise you, it is the number 6. All right, my dear friends, my family, you already know the drill. If you would do me a solid, if you're over here on Twitch, if you would please either memorize the spots you have or just go ahead and take a screenshot of the list because I'm going to take this list down in just a moment. Hey, thank you, Jordan Smith. So, hey, Jordan, let me show you something, buddy. And this is for everybody. All right, folks. So if you go to YouTube and you type in JunkWaxVintage, all one word, and then you use that date format, month, date, and year using backslashes, not dashes, not periods, got to be backslashes. But if you put in JunkWaxVintage, all one word, and the date, it will bring you right to that show. So in my humble opinion, my friends, if you want to go back and watch a replay from a random day, you're more than welcome to do so. And you can go back quite a ways if you guys wanted to go back and watch some old shows. So there you go. Jordan Smith, got you covered, buddy. All right, legends. We're going to randomize this little bad boy 6 times, and we're flipping this screen around. Right? Meow. Oh, we got to fix it. What the heck? Hold up. Technical difficulties. There we go. Sorry about that, fam family. All right, let's randomize this bad boy 6 times. Best of luck to each and every one of you. 1, 2, 3, 5, and if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams, right? Meow. There you go. I will give you just a couple of minutes to take a gander at that list, and if you want to trade your teams, you are more than welcome. Of course, you can also not trade your teams. There is never any obligation. Ah, sounds good, Josh Gaston. Looking forward to it, good buddy. Jeff Rotel. I see that comment, my man. Shout out to MJ. My folks over here on TikTok, I know this is not the most entertaining thing in the world to sit there and look at a break sheet. I apologize. Mr. McPhelan, good morning, young man. I will politely and lovingly push back. You are the best, my dude. Nizzy, what's the cost of the inventory you're about to pull? Is it a box or a few packs? So Nizzy, this is a whole hobby box of 2025 Donruss Baseball. So it is a whole hobby box, my friend, out of a sealed case. All right, Jamie, getting locked in on 7, 13, and 23. Thank you, Jamie. And it's good to see you again, my friend. I am humbled that you've been here 2 days in a row. Thank you, Jamie. All right, my dear friends, I am not seeing any trading happening down here in the chat. So we're going to give it about another 15, 20 seconds, and then I'm going to flip this list back around. And actually, while you're looking at that, I'm going to see if I can bring up another UFC break. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Please and thank you. Oh, it is up. It's already up. Mrs. Junkwax got it. So, folks, the second box of 2025 Topps Chrome UFC is live. There you go. Thank you, Kilo Joe. Thank you, Jamie Mason. All right, fam damly, I'm going to go ahead and flip this list around in 10. If you want to screenshot it, go ahead. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I got to thank the CEO. Give me just a moment. Shout out to the CEO, my friends. We would not be able to do it without Mrs. Junkwax. To Taunt Man, good morning. He says, shout out to JunkWax Vintage, down to earth, humble, and always stays the same. No funny business. You are absolutely right, my brother. That means more to me than you will ever know, my friend. Thank you so damn much. Making my morning with that compliment, good sir. And I just smacked you with a follow. To Taunt Man, welcome to the family, buddy. Cannot thank you enough for those kind words, my dude. Hit me in the feels over here, my brother. Quit it. I'm just kidding. Keep doing it. Flattery will get you everywhere. Young Haxalotto, welcome back, buddy. I see you, Brandon Franz. That's a good question, Haxalotto. So this was a gift from our buddy, Mr. Robert Gober, who's my Texan neighbor. If you are here this morning, Robert Gober, give me a hell yeah. That is a great question, though. So he got me an Atlanta Braves hat in Seattle Mariners colors. I love it. Pretty cool, right? One of my favorite hats. All right, my dear friends, I do appreciate you bearing with me for just about a minute and a half or 2 minutes here. I got to lock in some spots. In the meantime, you are more than welcome to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com. That UFC box did just go live. So you're more than welcome to go snag your favorite letter. Or if you want to snag something down from JunkWaxVintage.com, you are more than welcome to do that as well. We will have some time for some family rips after this break. Unless we fill that 5 boxer. There is 4 teams left on that little bad boy, folks. And like I said, if we take down those last 4 teams, I am happy to bust into that 5 hobby box break this morning with some national treasures. Yes, please. Mr. McChunkles, good morning. Brad, thank you for smacking the follow button. Mr. Zeljak, thank you for smacking the follow button. Petey. Brian Johnson. Ah, yes, that is my Julio Rodriguez autographed baseball. And that is my PC, my man. That's not going anywhere. I'll have to pry that one out of my cold, dead fingers. Along with all those cards up there spinning. Those are my PC as well. All right, Glenn Lucio taking the Orioles in spot number 1. Mikey 2, Tigers. DJ Smiles, you got the Rockies. Mikey 2, number 4, the Pirates. Alan White, number 5, you got the Athletics, my dude. Shout out to Dutchie. James Berkey, number 6, the Rangers. Shout out to Senor Mendoza. Hey, Riley James, you just made the switch from TikTok to Twitch, my man. And I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Riley. And ladies and gentlemen, I tell you almost every single day, and I truly mean it, my dear friends, we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby, right here in the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club. And just to make a statement and confirm that, we have an anonymous gifter that just hit Riley James with a free 1-month subscription. Hey, Riley, thank you so much for making the switch to Twitch. And I apologize, my friend, because you're no longer a part of the crew. Because now you're part of the family. Welcome, Riley James. Glad to have you, buddy. All right, back to it. Mr. Berkey, number 6, Rangers. Jamie Mason, number 7, the Gigantes. Kilo Joe Montez, number 8, the Royals. Mikey 2, number 9, the Diamondbacks. Alan White, number 10, my Seattle Mariners, you lucky ducky. Glenn Lucio, the Marlins in number 11. Mikey 2, number 12, the Cubbies. Jamie Mason, number 13, the Tampa Bay Rays. Kilo Joe Montez, number 14, your Angels, my brother. Beautiful. Alan White, number 15, the Atlanta Braves. All right, halfway there, legends. Gotta love some TikTok. All right, James Berkey, number 16, the Mets. Mikey 2, 17, 18, and 19. Red Sox, Yankees, and Twins. Beautiful, brother. Nicely done, Mikey 2. Mr. Alan White, the Astros. Somebody bang a trash can for Bubba, my fellow Austinite. Big D, number 21, the Cardinals. Mikey 2, number 22, the Nationals. Jamie Mason, number 23, WKRP in Cincinnati. How about some Reds? Mikey 2, number 24, your Trolley Dodgers, my man. Look who got their team organically this morning. Congratulations, Mikey 2. That is a magnificent thing to see, my dude. Alan White, number 25, San Diego. Justin Miller, number 26, the Guardians. Mikey 2, number 27, the Brew Crew. Mikey Lester, my brother from another mother. Taking spot number 28, the Fightin' Phillies. And number 7, Jamie Mason. If you would like to trade the Giants for the Phillies, I do have authorization to do that. Number 29, James Berkey, the White Sox. And last but not least, Mr. Glenn Lucio, number 30, the Blue Jays. Mikey 2, I was talking to you, my man. You got your trolley dodgers, buddy. Absolutely. All right. If you would do me a solid, my friends, take a gander at that list. If it looks appropriate, may I please have a hell yeah in the chat? Jamie, you want to go ahead and do that trade? I got you covered, brother. My pleasure. So, Mikey Lester, you're going to have the Gigantes. And Jamie, you're going to have the Fightin' Phillies. Thank you, Jamie. I know Mikey appreciates that. He's looking for some Buster Posey and those Giants. Easy fix there, Jamie. Thank you, my brother. Much appreciated. All right, folks. Looking good there. Well, hello there this morning, boo-boo. Good to see you, buddy. Hello. Let me snag myself a little sippy. Cheers. Brandon. Yeah, that's a great question, my man. I have not seen that one either. Interesting, right? Thank you, Justin Miller. Thank you again, Jamie. And Legends, I think we're looking good, so let's bust into a fresh box this morning, shall we? I like it, Joe. You're absolutely right, brother. So we do actually have a trade system here on Twitch. If you put in an exclamation point, the word trade, a space, and then your team, it should pop up for you. Just for future reference. Don't have to do it now, but just throwing that out there. What's up, Big Perm? I mean, Big Worm. 2025 Donruss Legends. Box number 10. Good luck. Let's see if we can't find something else juicy. For the very first time on this wonderful morning of Wednesday, a happy hump morning, you know what we must do. We shout grippeth. And we shout rippeth. Good luck to each and every one of you. Let's do it. Good morning, Prime 8105. Nice to see you over here on Twitch. Thank you, Brian Smith. Thank you, Joe. You're right. Shout out to Mikey1 for hooking us up with that trading system. Empty box there, my friends. Pack number 4, Ectomy. Of course, we will bust all 4 of those last. It is tradition. Sean, good morning, buddy. How goes it with you, my man? Great to see you this morning. Thank you so much, Kilo Joe Montez. I'm stoked you got your California Angels this morning to the California Kid. Let's do it. Round 1. Good morning, everybody. By the way, if you were just rolling up in here, you have impeccable timing. We're about to get into our first break of the day. And Legends, just a heads up, there's only 4 teams left on the 5 Hobby Boxer with National Treasures. If we fill all 4 of those teams this morning, we will bust that break this morning. I'm excited to do so. Leroy Jenkins, good morning, bud. Welcome back. Long time no see. Since last night. Feels like we just did this, right? All right, here we go, fam damly. So we are going to skip through some base cards. We have a laser Mr. Mike Schmidt for the Fightin' Phillies. Oh, right off the jump for the Milwaukee Brewers. It's like a damn near Pandora. Autograph on the Dalen Payne. That is magnificent. Congratulations to the Brew Crew. And that is Mikey Kobaugh. Congratulations, Mikey 2. Beautiful. And that is numbered to 25, brother. Not too shabby. Heck of a way to start the morning, in my humble opinion. Leroy, you were absolutely right. Love me some Optic, buddy. Jim Cat for Minnesota on the Optic. Connor Griffin for the Pirates on the Bomb Squad. Another one for Mikey, too. Miguel Tejeda for the Baltimore Orioles. The 199. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. That one goes to Glenn Lucio. Starlin Caba, who we found a relic of last night on the Prism Optic rated prospect. There's a Paul Skeens base in there. Griff O'Farrell on the paper Prism. Stankonia, Franconia. Austin Wells on the Optic. Braylon Dalen Payne to go with your autograph there, Mikey, too. On the Unleashed. Filler, thanks Panini. And a couple of base cards. Finishing off round 1. All right, sleeve it and top loading that one for Mikey, too. That is our very first. I almost want to call that a Pandora, but it doesn't look like a Pandora. But maybe it is. Maybe it's just a new version of a Pandora. So that is numbered to 25 on the possible Pandora Prism Optic Braylon Payne. Numbered to 25. Brand new Junk Wax Vintage Top Loader there for you, Mikey, too. Beautiful, buddy. Yeah, that is quite an autograph. You're right, Bubba. Oh, hey, by the way, Bubba. I apologize, my dude, because your heavy lumber case hit that was supposed to be pre-graded was sent to you. Well, I know you have that in your hot little mitts, Bubba. So instead of sending that back, buddy, how about we just meet up in person for the first time? And I snag that back from you. What do you think about that, Bubba? That's right, BG. Gotta love it, right? They're all topsy-turvy. Chad Needham, good morning. It's Danny. Good morning, Senor Rendon. Great to see you, brother. I know it, Bubba. I know it. Well, if you would like to do that, buddy, we can make that happen. Because I want to get that back as soon as I can for you. So just let me know there, Bubba. All right, here we go, fam damly. Round 2. Starting off with some Kinsler. We have another number to 199. Speaking of Kinsler, the 199 for the Texas Rangers. Beautiful. Pudge Rodriguez on the Prism Optic. Thank you so much, Bubba. Looking forward to it, buddy. I appreciate you, my brother. How about some Larry? Shout out to Balky. Kipper Jones. Mr. Jackson, good morning, buddy. How's our Canadian cousin this morning? And how about a Big Poppy? Numbered to 199 on the Bomb Squad. And that goes to Mikey 2 again. Mikey Kobaugh. Congratulations, my man. And thus far, you are killing this break. Numbered to 250, Spencer Jones for the Pinstripes. And that is another one for Mikey 2. Pudge Rodriguez for the Texas Rangers on the paper Prism. Spencer Jones, so nice. Mikey 2 got him twice on the Orange Optic. Mr. McIlvain, good morning. And that is 104 out of 199. And Legends, we have another redemption. And guess who it goes to? Mikey Kobaugh. Congratulations again, my dude. Kendall George for your Trolley Dodgers on the Rated Rookie Prospects Optic Signature. Beautiful. Congratulations, Mikey 2. If you want me to redeem that for you, I'm happy to do so. Edgar Martinez for my Seattle Mariners on the Optic. All Rise, Aaron Judge, another one for Mikey 2. Another filler. And a couple of base cards. Rounding out round number 2. I think you're right, Mikey 1. It's going to be a Mikey 2 kind of day. Again. Mikey 2 has done unbelievably well here in this family. Congratulations, Mr. Kobaugh. Personally, I think it's good karma because you have also been very kind to a lot of members of this family, my dude. So I think That's where that comes from. Chad Needham, I see you there, my man. All right, sleeving up those for you. And Mikey 2. Apparently over here on TikTok, our buddy Kobe Luna says that he is a buyer on your Ortiz to 199. So you just let me know that there, buddy. Sorry, folks, we have one more numbered card I want to sleeve up here before we bust into round 3. BG. Roger that, my man. Gotta love it. We'll go ahead and pop him up there. All right, legends. Round 3. Let's do it. 2KSA, you are correct. Yep, good guess. He is absolutely right, Mikey 2. And brother. Seriously? Will you confirm that one more time, good buddy? I just want to make sure I heard that right. Before I go divulge in that surprise. Thank you so much, Mikey 2. All right, brother, you got it. Hey, Kobe Luna. As I say, todos los días. We do have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby. And backing that fact up is Mr. Mikey 2, who just gifted you your PC, Big Papi David Ortiz, numbered to 199. One good turn deserves another, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in a brand new Junk Wax Vintage top loader. And Kobe Luna, that one is all yours, buddy. Courtesy of Mikey. Mr. Mikey 2. I'm going to put your name on it right meow. Damn right, Austin Malmo, my fellow Spokenite. He says, aw, thank you so much, brother. Thank you again, Mikey 2. There you go, brother. All yours, Kobe Luna. Thank you so much, Mikey 2. Seriously, buddy. All joking aside, that is incredible. Sincerely appreciate you, Mikey Koba. Woo! HTK. Yes, I do like Donruss Baseball. Absolutely. Thank you for asking. And Kobe Luna says, I will have it in my PC forever. That is music to my ears, Kobe Luna. I freaking love it. All right, legends, let's move on. How about Jay Tibbs' son on the Paper Prism rated prospect for the Gigantes? Shout out to Mikey Lester. Little Bryce Rayner on the optic. Ooh. Got a Luis Angel on the optic. And how about a Seaver King for the Nationals? And that is another one for Mikey Koba. Talk about instant karma on the laser. See how that works, Mikey? I don't know why it works. I don't know how it works, but it works. Shout out to the card gods. And how about another one to go with your redemption? That is your redemption right there, Kellen Lindsay, for your Trolley Dodgers to 149. Amazing. Alake Berkey. Shout out to James Berkey on the optic. Funky Cold Molina in there. Kiwi Reese on the optic. How about Mason Wynn? Shout out to our St. Lunatics. Who has our Cardinals? Derek Littman. That one goes to Big D. El Mutante hiding in there. PJ Moore. Ooh. For Bienvenidos a Miami. How about PJ Morlando? And that is 30 out of 49. And that one goes to Glenn Lucio. Congratulations, Glenn. Felicidades. Braylon Dalen Dowdy for Cleveland on the Clearly Donruss. Spencer Jones on the Prism Unleashed, or Laser Unleashed, I should say. Well, good morning, Kayla. Great to see you and Bruce this morning. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. And a couple of base cards. Finishing that one off. All right, couple of sleevers here, my friends. Thank you for bearing with me. You're correct, Chad. That is numbered to 49. And I need to grab some brand new 55-point Junk Wax Vintage top loaders. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, my friends. For those of you that might be new to the family this morning, we do create our own supplies here. So you're more than welcome to go check out JunkWaxVintage.com. We make 35-point, 55-point, 75-point, 100-point, and 130-point. Shameless plug. Ah, very nice, Kayla. A hot one up there for you, huh? Hot one down here in Austin, Texas as well. Hey, Ryan Fife. If you are taking off this morning, Ryan, have a magnificent remainder of your Wednesday. And I hope to see you back here tonight. Same junk time, same junk channel. The Butcher. Good morning, EJ. How are you doing, big man? Great to see you again. All right, we're going to go ahead and top load the Morlando because it is numbered to 49. Nice. Little housekeeping. There we go. All right, legends. Round number 4. Before we get into our pack number 4s, this will be the last one. Mr. Pacheco, thank you for smacking the follow button. Sharky, it's been hot up there in the mitten. Are you in Michigan? Is that what you're talking about? The mitten of the country? EJ Butcher. Ooh, sitting in a cool, dark place since your AC went out. I am so sorry to hear that, brother. Ouch, kabibbles. Mikey, can we do 3 Donruss breaks in a row with an autograph number to 10? Gosh, I hope so. It would be amazing to keep that streak going, right? All right, let's do it. Great to see you this morning, Sharky. All right, we got a little Dylan Cruz on the rated rookie to get us started. Miguel Tejeda on the paper prism for the Orioles. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. How about Double B, Boston Bateman on the purple rated prospect optic prism. And that is another one numbered 36 out of 49. And that one goes to Alan White. Kumar Rocker for our Texas Rangers on the optic. Another Spencer Jones on the base unleashed. How about another purple? Jim Cat for Minnesota. The legend numbered to 99. Ooh, hello. St. Lunatics. You got a sweet Jersey Kings Mason Wynn. Awesome. Congratulations, Big D Derek Littman. Mason Wynn is a stud. That is a nice relic to have. How about Junior Caminero on the laser for Tampa Bay? Franconia on the green optic prism to 149. Jim Rice on the optic for Baston. And last but not least, you got some Luis Angel Acuna on the Elite Series. And some base cards. All right, my dear friends. How about some pack number 4s, shall we? Little housekeeping. And we have some sleevers out of that round as well. So after that, my friends, we're going to go ahead and bust into our pack number 4s. Of course, after this break, we're going to head right back on over to JunkWaxVintage.com and refresh that shop. If you would like to head on over there and snag yourself down something from this amazing wall of wax that I have right here to my left, please feel free to do so. I would love to bust something together this morning. As I say almost every single day, my dear friends, I truly believe that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby. On all of the interwebs. Thank you all for being here with me this morning. And of course, folks, there is never any pressure to purchase anything from JunkWaxVintage.com, but you are more than welcome to head on over there and take a gander if you want. All right. Couple of sleevers. Sean. 8:48 a.m. in Arizona, and it's already 95 degrees. Beautiful. You could fry an egg almost. It is... Actually, I can't see what the temperature is here in Austin. I think it's pretty hot here, though, too. It is 83 this morning. We have a high of 90 today. Going to top load the Boston Bateman as well for San Diego. There you go. All right, my dear friends, we good to go. Round hack number 4s. Mason Rudolph, who's your favorite player in baseball all time? That would be Ken Griffey Jr. Thank you. Just Keith, good morning, buddy. How are you doing, brother? Great to see you. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you on this wonderful Wednesday morning. Great to see you again, my man. Sean, you're absolutely right, buddy. We got to snag a sip of that spicy water. Thank you for the reminder. Cheers, my friends. Roast. Pinkies up because we're fancy. Gucci Rips, what's up, Josh? All right, fam damly. Hack number 4s. Buena suerte. Oh, hello. Case hit. Congratulations to WKRP in Cincinnati, Jamie Mason. First break magic, you legend.
Oh my God!
Coach Prime on the hit list. Would you just look at it? Congratulations, Jamie. Gotta love first break magic, my brother. How cool is that? Congratulations, Jamie. That is magnificent, my brother. Might want to do some research on that one, because if that is selling for over 40, 50 bucks raw, then I would suggest maybe pre-grading or grading that. That's typically what I use for guidelines to grade. So if a card is worth 30 to 50 bucks raw, that's a good indication that maybe you should look at that a little further. If it's worth less than that, of course, if it's part of your PC and it means something to you, then slab away. But if you're looking to get profit, I would probably not grade cards that are worth less than 20 bucks. Because typically you're not going to get your grading fee back when you sell it. Because it might just sell for like 20 bucks. You know what I mean? We'll put that one front and center for you. And yes, it does, Leroy Jenkins. I'm telling you, brother, gotta love those pack number 4s, right? Amazing. Mason Rudolph has a question.
Oh yeah, what kind of a question you want to ask her?
He says, what is your favorite Ken Griffey Jr. memorabilia that I have? That's a great question. Right back here in the case behind me, you can't see it, but there is a almost 2-foot tall ceramic Ken Griffey Jr. statue that is autographed by the legend himself. So that is my favorite piece of Ken Griffey Jr. memorabilia that I have. That is my only Ken Griffey Jr. autograph. I do not have a Ken Griffey Jr. autograph card yet. All right, moving on. Thanks for asking, Mason. How about thicker than a couple of Snickers? Mr. Prince Fielder on the paper prism. Uncle Smitty, muy inteligente. How about the Fielder so nice we got him twice on the optic prism? Swamp Boy, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. And I can't follow everybody, Swamp Boy, but I got you. Welcome to the family, dude. Cliff Lee on the optic for the Fightin' Phillies.
I'd like to have a go-around with that Philly.
Mr. Johnny Bench on the milestones for WKRP in Cincinnati. There you go, Jamie. Evan Cotta on the optic for the Rangers. Our last Diamond Marvel, Mr. Colt Keith for the Tigers, going to Mikey 2 again. Then last but not least, a couple of base cards. Well, there you go, fam damly. Another juicy JunkWaxVintage family break in the books. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for helping us get that filled this morning. Allow me just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, my dear friends. We're going to put these cards in a safe place. And we will also do a quick little recap and see exactly what we found in there. Mikey 2, would you like me to go ahead and redeem this for you, buddy, or do you want me to send it to you? Timbo T. Wood, one half of the Towers of Power, gracing us with his presence this morning. How you doing there, you giant? We did our first box of UFC late last night, Timbo, but we have another box up there already, live at JunkWaxVintage.com. So if we fill another UFC break this morning, we will bust another one this morning. Brett me with a good time. Yes, indeed, Timbo. And you did well, my man. You might want to watch that replay. I think we have one for the pre-grade pile, Timbo. Kilo Joe Montez, are you taking off this morning, you legend? If so, do me a solid, Kilo Joe. Have a wonderful remainder of your Wednesday, my friend. And I hope to see you back here tonight. Same junk time, same junk channel. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, folks, so this was our 10th box of 2025 Donruss. We have a Jim Cat from Minnesota, numbered to 99. Stankonia Franconia to 149. Spencer Jones to 199. Another Spencer Jones to 250. Miguel Tejeda to 199 for the Baltimore Orioles. Helen Lindsay for the Trolley Dodgers going to Mikey 2. TJ Morlando for Miami. That goes to Glenn Lucio. Numbered to 49. Boston Bateman for the Padres. That goes to Alan White. Another one to 49. We have a redemption for the Trolley Dodgers going to Mikey 2. Again, just let me know if you want me to redeem that for you. Mason Wynn for the Cardinals on the Jersey Kings. We have a hit list Coach Prime Deion Sanders. And that is absolutely beautiful. And that goes to First Break Magic. Jamie, Mr. Mason. Congratulations, buddy. That's a nice one. And last but not least, on the Pandora, numbered to 25, Raylan Dalen Payne. Sounds wonderful, Jamie Mason. I will make sure to send that to you, buddy. All right, folks. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Let me put these in a safe place. I am going to assume that Mikey wants me to redeem this for him. I think he's just working this morning. There you go. All right, fam damly. We're back to it. Let's refresh that shop, shall we? Oh, thank you, Bubba. I appreciate that, but I just missed it. Thank you so much. JB Mason says, bad news for my wife. I'm probably going to be hooked now. I love it. Well, thank you so much, JB. I appreciate you, buddy. And congratulations on a wonderful hit this morning, my man. That is incredible. All right, my dear friends, my family. I'm going to refresh that shop and see where we're at. Refresh. After I snag myself a little sippy. Travie Patty says, you got autographed baseball. So that autographed baseball is actually not mine. That one is going to be sold. I bought that one to razzie it off to the family. Someday, I will have a Ken Griffey Jr. autographed baseball. That day is not today. But good eye. You're right, Travie Patty. Well, good morning, Jedi Jeff. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday thus far. Mr. Cosentino, welcome back, Nikki. All right, fam damly. We do have a brand new UFC break spot taken down in our second box. And folks, I need to make a brand new break sheet. Oh, Brandon Franz, we're going to have to check that out, my man. Mikey 2, yes. I love it. Thank you so much, brother. I was talking to Mikey 2. Sorry, Mikey 1. My apologies, my man. I was asking him if he wants me to redeem a redemption for him. All right, folks, if you would allow me just a moment, I need to make a brand new UFC break sheet. I'll be right back. I sure do appreciate you bearing with me for just a moment while I make a brand new break sheet. Jamie, if you're taking off this morning, buddy, thank you for starting the morning the right way. And I sincerely hope that we get to see you back here this evening at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you again, Jamie, and congratulations, buddy. Gotta love it. There we go. Snag myself a little sippy. Cheers. Thank you, Jeffro. That's right. That's right. Matt, good morning. User 308-219-222-8896. Good morning, buddy. And Jeffro Toe, you snuck one in on me there, you legend. Cannot thank you enough for my favorite gift of all time, the Tiny Dinies. I love those little buggers. You already know, brother. Thank you, Jeffro. Making my morning over there, buddy. Shout out to Dakota Hawk Oxendine. Great to see you again. Big Worm. Josh, thank you for the heart, good buddy. Dago, good morning. All right, mucho mejor. Where did my tape go? Mrs. Junkwax stealing my tape. How dare she? I'm just kidding. What's mine is hers, and what's hers is also hers. I wear the pants in this relationship, gosh dang it. He just tells me what size and how to wear them. Alrighty. Brand new break sheet. There we go, fam damly. Let's get Mr. Ryan Fanger locked in here on the letter J. Smart man. There you go, Ryan Fanger. Got you locked in there, buddy. Yes, you are, Jeffro. I underestimate your sneakiness. Wonderful reference. All right, I'm going to refresh that shop one more time. Let's see where we're at here, folks. Hey, Mikey. Thank you, good sir. I appreciate you, buddy. All right, legends. Well, we are current up there in the shop. So, folks, I think we're just going to rip through a couple of packs of juicy junk wax. But I will go ahead and call a last call. If you would like to tear something down from JunkWaxVintage.com, you are more than welcome to do so. But I will be very transparent with you, my friends. I have a lot of cards to pre-grade. So, if we're done here this morning, I might cut out and go pre-grade a whole bunch of cards. And you should have some pre-grading results coming in today or tomorrow also, by the way, folks. I got done with another almost 30 cards yesterday. Mikey, thank you for your assistance on that, my brother. I appreciate you. Good morning to my legends over here on TikTok. By the way, we are almost up to 54,000 likes over here. That's a lot of screen beating, my dear friends. Thank you so much for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. All right, let me grab a couple of packs of juicy junk wax here, fam damly. And I will be right back. I think we might need to bust into a brand new box.
All right. Thank you, my friend. Sorry about that. Thank you for asking about the breaks there, Bubba. So it looks like the 10th box of 2025 Donruss is sold out. And you know what? I think I might be able to put up another one. See if we can't put up Donruss box number 11 real quick. Shall we? There we go. Well, gosh dang it, we do not have an 11th box. Shoot. But that's okay, we'll have one up soon. Sorry about that, fam damly. We will have another Donruss break up today, and the UFC break is already live right now. And we only have 4 teams left in the football break. We are looking at Arizona Diamondbacks, Tampa Bay Rays, Minnesota Twins, and the White Sox. And then we are busting into all 5 of those boxes. And that is another box of National Treasures. So you already know. I am ridiculously excited for that one. Thank you again, Bubba. All right, folks. Let's bust into a fresh box, shall we? How about we go back to 1986? Some Topps Mini Leaders. Super glossy. See if we can't find some Holy Noly. And my friends, there is very few things in this life that I appreciate as much as a fresh box of cards.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
Let's pull out 4 packs. Thank you, Brian. Good morning, Corey Bader. How you doing, brother? Always drinking that Baterade. Top of the morning to you, Chris. How's the captain on this wonderful Wednesday? All right. Keaton, thank you for smacking the follow button, my dude. Welcome to the family. And we are sitting at 30 out of 200 Tiny Dinies this morning. Thank you so much, folks. That is my favorite gift of all time. Hey, Justin Miller. By the way, brother, we're going to rip into your box here in just a moment, good buddy. All right, we got a little promo. Mike Sosha for the Trolley Dodgers. Shout out to Mikey, too. Burt Blyleven. Charlie Huff for the Texas Rangers. Checklist. And Lance Parrish for the Tigers, finishing that one off. Marvel Jesus has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
He says, how many boxes in the UFC break? It is just one hobby box, my friend, out of our sealed case. That's why some of the letters are like really cheap. So as always, folks, I'm always trying to get those prices as low as I can possibly make them. And that is exactly why we put that break in that format. Marvel Jesus, we are not selling individual hobby boxes, my friend. We're just doing breaks with them because I want to make sure that somebody in the family catches a case hit. That is my intention behind getting the sealed case. So if I pulled one of those out, it's possible that somebody else might get that case hit. So yeah, after we find the case hit, it is possible that we might put a couple up there in the shop. We shall see. But I appreciate you asking, Marvel Jesus, and bienvenidos. Welcome to the family. All right, my dear friends, let's bust into a box from Mr. Justin Miller, shall we? And Justin, this box has been marinating for a minute. So Mr. Justin Miller won this little bad boy in a giveaway. Kind of shocked I can get that up there on the whole screen. So, Mr. Miller, thank you for your patience on this one, buddy. And I am ridiculously stoked to see what we find together. Good luck. This is the second one of these boxes that I have ripped. Justin Miller, just a heads up. This is what has been on that box for the last couple of weeks. Let's do it. Good luck, Justin. Packectomy. Little filler in there. That's fun. We have a bonus pack with 3 wedge parallels. And then we have an oversized card as well. A biggin. All right, Justin. Good luck, brother. I could not agree more, Corey. And Timbo, that would be amazing, my man. A kaboom or a downtown, maybe. Travie Patty has a question. He says, how many cards does the NASCAR box have? That's a good question, Travie Patty. Which NASCAR box are you talking about, bud? I see we have NASCAR packs, but I don't see a NASCAR box. So help me out on that one, Travie Patty. I apologize in advance if there's something I'm missing. All right, pack number 4 to the side for you, Justin, because it is tradicion. Let's do it. Card Central, good morning. Dan, cannot thank you enough for the hearts, you legend. Appreciate you, Dan. Same to you, Josh Worm. Excuse me. All right, we'll do 2 packs at a time, Justin. Good luck. Starting off a little lime green Lamborghini himself, LaMelo Ball. Isaiah Wolfenstein. Bam Adebayo. Jaden Hardy. Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. Actually, that goes to the Knicks. My bad. Mr. Pew Pew himself, John Morant. Lugens Dort. Ryan Dunn. Rest in peace to the legend, Mr. Ryan Dunn. Nikola Jokic, the Joker, on the Magicians. CJ McCollum, Gary Trent, Al Kuzma, Rozier, Dorian Finney-Smith, Simons, Malik Beasley, Chris Paul for San Antonio, Rudy Gobert for Minnesota, DeMar DeRozan. They did not deserve him neither. Cole Anthony. About Dylan Brooks, Mitchell Robinson, Chris Paul on the Schmeckel for our San Antonio Spurs. Donovan Clingan, looking a little clingy. Kawhi Leonard, Dalen Brunson. And oh, by the way, my dear friends, this guy is called The Burner in Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. And we are getting some brand new Bo Jackson Battle Arena, my dear friends, very, very soon. I think it should be here in the next couple of days. OG, Scoot Henderson for our Portland pals. Torian Prince and Donovan Mitchell, last but not least, with my San Antonio Spurs co-starring. Oh, really, Bubba? Diddy was found not guilty this morning. Wow. Well, I guess good for him. Yikes. Dago Brett. There is no queue right now, my friend. Let me double check for you. But I think right after this rip, it is wide open. I appreciate you asking, Brett. Yes, sir, it is. And we are down to 3 teams now left in this 5-boxer damn family. Thank you so much, Mikey, too. I appreciate you, buddy. Putting that one off to the side. All right, let's get back to it. Himbo T Wood, have a magnificent remainder of your day. Same to you, Marvel Jesus. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Much appreciated. All right. Round 2. Jim Cos. He was not guilty of RICO. Oh, okay. So that is basically like the Gangster Act. So he is not guilty of organized crime. Racketeering. He was guilty on 2 counts. Gotcha, Dan. So I'm just reading the chat over here, folks. I got no idea. I had no idea. So I appreciate you corrected me, but I'm just going off the chat. But yeah, okay, so he was guilty on 2 counts. Interesting. Yeah, well, good luck. All right, we got Drew Holiday, Bilal, Lauri Markkanen for Utah. Shout out to Brandon Franz. Deontay George. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Darren Jackson Jr. Little Cam Spencer. Reed Shepard. On the rated rookie to 149. There you go, buddy. That's a nice one. Leaving that one up for you, Justin. Alexander Sarr on the franchise features. Big Ben Simmons. Klay Thompson. Shout out to Washington State University. Go Cougs. That's right, Dan. Tyrese Halliburton. Gordon Hawkins. Obi Buffkin. Rockin' rough and stuff with his afro puff. The Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards. Jeremy Grant. Clarkson. Jason Wallace. Austin Reeves. Naz Reid for Minnesota. Josh Hart. Hello, Dylan Jones. Franz Wagner on the Schmeckel for Orlando. Cameron Thomas for Brooklyn on the franchise features. Buddy Hield. Alex Caruso. Dalen Suggs. Shout out to Gonzaga University. Kobe White. Markelle Fultz. And Tumani Kamara for Portland, last but not least. Nice round number 2. All right, we have one last base pack round, and then we get into your bonus pack and the big boy. And we got to sleeve up that Reed Shepard, and I need to grab some brand new penny sleeves. 2 shakes, my dear friends. Got to smack it around a little bit for good luck. You know how we roll. That's better. Nice one, Justin. So 149 on the Reed Shepard rated rookie. All right. Last base pack. Timbo, you know what, buddy? That is a great question. For some reason, Twitch has been doing that the last few shows. I have had that set to automatically post forever. And for some reason, it's not posting automatically anymore. So, give me just a moment, and I will fix that right now for you, Timbo. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, last 3 shows. Gosh dang it. There you go, bud. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Sorry about that, Timbo. For some reason, I don't know why. Not posting automatically. Super weird. But it's fixed now. Here you go. All right, back to it. Starting off with the captain of the all cheeseburger team. No sweat, Chet. Holmgren. Another shout out to Gonzaga University. Franz Wagner. Marvin Bagley. Kyle Lowry. Coming with the Thunder. Oh, you're good, Timbo. No problem, buddy. I appreciate you. Ivica Zubac. DeAndre Hunter. Desmond Bain. Jamal Murray for the Nuggies on the Schmeckel. Steph Curry on the Pass the Rock. Bilal. Lauri Markkanen. Deontay George back-to-back Utah. Shout out to Johnny. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Darren Jackson. And the man, the myth, the beard. Mr. James Harden. I think you're right, Chris. You're damn right, my man. All right, how about your pack number 4 here, Justin Miller? And then we're getting into your bonus pack and oversized card. Buena suerte. Good luck. Starting off with old Cameron Johnson. The Herbert Jones. Paul George. Cade Cunningham. Shout out to Super Grover. And by the way, Super Grover, are you here this morning, my dude? Our resident Detroit Pistons fanatic, Nicholas Claxton. The Joker, Vucevic. Are you a McCann or a McCain? He's a McCain on the Schmeckel. LeBron James on the Bomb Squad. Bogdanovich. Draymond Green. Trey Murphy. Jamal Murray. Back-to-back Murrays. Dalen Williams. And Dante Di. Vincenzo, finishing that one off. last pack magic before we get into your oversized card here, buddy. Thank you again, Justin Miller. And I love that we could pull some beautiful cards together this morning, buddy. Always appreciated. Oh, wow. Would you just look at it? Anthony Simons for Rip City. Nicholas Batum for LA. And Cam Reddish for the Lakers. Last but not least on your beautiful parallels. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve all of those up for you, Justin. And let's see if we can't find you a giant oversized downtown. I don't even know if they make those, but we're going to shoot for the stars. Thank you so much, Timbo. Much love right back to you. You giant. Excited to see you again in like 28 days, 27 days. Here we go. That's what I'm saying, Savoya. You are absolutely right, my friend. Ooh. About a Luca? What? Doth my eyes deceive me? A rated rookie Luca? In 2025? Okay. Would you just look at it? We'll take it. That is fantastic. Somehow, my dear friends, that is a rated rookie Luca in 2024. But hey, just like a PSA 10 that is off-center, but it's still a PSA 10, we just will shut up and take it, right? Well, there you go, buddy. That is a wonderful way to end that box. Congratulations, Justin Miller. And I do have some giant top loaders, and I'll find one for that bad boy. Congratulations, my man. That is weird, right, Uncle Smitty? Rated rookie Luca in 2024. As the backyard boys would say, we take those. Mr. Yetzko, welcome back, Nikki. You're right. All right, legends. Let me put all these beautiful cards in Justin Miller's pile, and then we will refresh that shop once again. Corey Bader, I wish. I think it's actually the size of that one touch, those giant one touches. Good thinking, though. All right, all right. Folks, let me refresh that shop real quick. Let's see how we're doing. Refresh. Oh, hell yeah. Cody, Mr. Streed, for the very first time in this family, taking it down a 21-22 Panini Prism Draft Picks blaster box. That's a fun one. Thank you so much, Cody. We will bust into that little bad boy in just a moment, my man. Travie Patty, 2024 Donruss Racing NASCAR Mega Box. I am not seeing that right now, buddy, but I appreciate you bringing that to my attention because we might be out of that product. Oh, by the way, folks, if you were here last night, we had a gentleman buy a 2019 Optic Mega Box, and I couldn't find it. I found it. Of course, I found it this morning after we went ahead and switched him out for something else. Gotta love it. Okay, yeah. Those are out of stock, my friend. So I do appreciate you asking, buddy, but I have no idea exactly how many cards are in there. I think Google might be able to tell you, Travie Patty. I apologize, buddy. But I do see that we are out of stock on those. So the only NASCAR that I am showing in the shop is the fat packs that are up there. Alrighty. Let's get right back to it. Cody, we're going to bust into that box in just a moment, but we need to lock in some break spots for Mr. Mikey 2 first. Thank you for bearing with me while I write. Well, good morning to the Hammer. I hope you're having a kick-ass morning too, good buddy. Great to see you, you handsome son of a gun. All right, Mikey 2 taking down Minnesota. Thank you, Mr. Koba. Taking us down to 3 teams left on our 5-box family break. You're down to the Diamondbacks, the Rays, and the White Sox. That is correct, Bubba. 3 teams to go. Well, good morning, Mr. Yikes. Great to see you back, buddy. All right, and then Mikey also took down I, M, and C in our UFC break. Thank you, Mikey. CMI. There you go. Getting us a little closer on that second box out of our sealed case of UFC. Oh, Bubba, threaten me with a good time, my brother. I would love to. So, Legends, of course, if you want to take down those 3 last teams, we will absolutely bust into that 5-boxer right meow. Do I look like a cat to you, boy? Do you see me hopping around on nimbly bimbly from tree to tree? Do you see me drinking milk from a saucer? Do you see me eating mice? Hey, meow. Mr. Yikes says, I got my package yesterday. Thank you so much. My brother, thank you. And I am so stoked you got your very first JWV package, buddy. And I sincerely hope it is the first of many. Good morning, Mr. Jonathan Clark. How's our favorite tripod this morning, you legend? Wu-Tang, thank you, buddy. The 36 Chambers. I appreciate you getting all my extremely obscure references. Thank you. You boys like Mexico? Woo! All right. Cody Streed. Are you here this morning, buddy? Thank you so much, Yikes, and it's wonderful to see you again, my friend. Cheers. There's Cody. Thank you so much, brother. And for your very first rip here in the junkyard, good luck. Duck Hunter Derek, good morning. We'll leave that one up there just in case somebody wants to take down one of those last 3 teams. Uncle Smitty. That's right. Woo is for the children. Trick love to kids. Empty box there, Cody. Because it is tradicion. We pull that pack number 4 to the side. We'll rip that one last. Good luck, Cody. Mr. Jordan Smith. Legend of legends. I cannot thank you enough for my very favorite gift of all time. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Jordan. Helping to keep this channel on the rails, my good man. I love those tiny dinies. How we doing this morning, Mr. Hanson? We're just going to rip all these down, Cody, go through them together. Until we get to that pack number 4. Little cuffing. No big deal. All right, starting off with a Bruin. Old Russell Westbrook. James Boo Knight, rookie. Paul George for Fresno State. Shout out to the Bulldogs. How about a little double D? David Duke on the Purple Wave Prism. Andre Drummond, another UConn. Joshua Primo. If he needs to take a flight, Cody, you let me know, buddy. So unfortunately, my friends, this young man used to play for our San Antonio Spurs, and he got some, I think his charge was indecent exposure. And I don't think he's even in the league anymore. So typically we chuck dudes like that. Corey Kispert from my Gonzaga Bulldogs. Gonzaga Gonzaga. Go Zags. Johnny Collins on the green Prism for Wake Forest. Old Jimmy Butler. Brandon Boston Jr. Donovan Mitchell. Oh, hell yeah. from right here in Austin, Texas. Hook 'em. Kevin Durant on the green prism. Former Seattle Supersonic. Cody, I was hoping you would say that, my man. That is very cathartic. I hope his trays, seat tables, and seat backs are in their full, locked, upright positions. See ya. My brother from the Emerald Isle. What's up, Kevin Curtin? He says, who's the best team to chase on the last of those baseball? That's a good question, brother. I would probably say Diamondbacks, maybe the Rays. I mean, if I'm being really honest, all three of those teams have some decent hits in there to find. So if I had to pew to my head, I would probably go Diamondbacks or Rays, but that's just because I'm not personally a White Sox collector. But good question, Kevin, and it's great to see you this morning, my dude. Top of the morning to you. All right, we got Moses Moody, Matthew Hurt, Ray Allen, Chris Duarte, Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth, Austin Reeves, Keon Johnson for Tennessee, and I am still thirsty. Ant-Man for Georgia, Alice Caruso, Sans Headband for Texas A&M, back when he had hair. Duarte, so nice, you got him twice. Zach Levine, Tyrese Halliburton, and last but not least on the instant impact, how about Franz Wagner for Michigan? Another marvelous Michigander.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic. Oh, you nailed it, Uncle Smitty. Mil gracias, hermanito. El guapito. Oh, Jeff Hansen. You're going to go Bruce Buffer hunting in the UFC break. I like it. Thank you so much, Jeff Hansen. All right. Best of luck to you, Cody. And thank you, Cody, for your very first purchase from JunkWaxVintage.com. And I sincerely hope this is just the first of many, my friend. Here we go. Starting off little David Johnson, rookie. RJ Barrett, the 50 cal. The man, the myth, before he had the beard, James Harden. Super weird seeing him without the beard. And Paul Pierce on the 2012 throwback Prism. That is a throwback to the very first year of Prism, if my memory serves me correctly. Shout out to Lawrence, Kansas, and the Jayhawks. So fun fact, my friends, when I was coming home from the Army, I had friends of friends that went to school in Lawrence at Kansas, and they were in a frat. So I got to go stay there with them for a week on my way driving back from North Carolina. That is the closest I ever got to a frat experience. And it was pretty fun, I must say. I had pledges. Bear crawling around the building. Terrible. I'm definitely going to hell for that one. That's right, Macho Danny Savage. Good morning, Mr. Maloney.
Oh, yeah.
Top of the morning to you, bro. How are you? And by the way, Macho Danny Savage, I see that your subscription badge has changed colors because you have been subscribed for so long. I love you, buddy, and I appreciate that more than you will ever know. All joking aside. All right, Cody. Again, thank you, Mr. Streed. Luke Moyce. Of course, my man. Of course. And we went to a couple other bars as well. I can't remember what they're called right off the top of my head, but it was a lot of fun, from what I remember. That was back when I used to drink. Ooh. All right, there you go, Cody. Thank you again, my dude. All right, you incredible human beings. Macho Daddy Savage never went to bed, so it's still Tuesday for you. Ooh. Well, get some sleep, my brother, please and thank you. Jim Cos, that's common in pledging, a shot for every lap. There you go, buddy, that's right. So that was back when I used to use chewing tobacco religiously, like you did not catch me without a dip in my mouth. This is back in like 2004, 2003, 2004. So I had those pledges, bear crawling around the building and bringing me cans of Copenhagen. It was a long time ago, folks. Long time ago. Executive Life, long time no see, you legend. And I cannot thank you enough for smacking that subscription button. Big hugs. and firm handshakes to you, buddy. Luke Moyes said, ever go to a basketball game at the Allen Fieldhouse? No, I did not. I was there for a pretty short time. And I don't think it was basketball season. Irish Kev, just checked the National Treasures checklist, and I had to take the White Sox. There you go, brother. Thank you so much, Mr. Curtin, our brother from the Emerald Isle. Let me refresh that shop real quick and see where we're at. Executive Life, welcome back, buddy. And what is your first name, if I may ask, brother? So I can give you a proper shout out. We got to bust into a brand new spicy water. That's right, Uncle Smitty. That's right. Jeff Hansen. I hear you, buddy. You and I both good, sir. I did my weight. Thank you, Brian Smith. Yes, there is 2 teams left in that big baseball. Okie dokie. I do see we have some new orders up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. My brother from the county of Cork, Ireland, taking down the White Sox. Thank you so much, Kevin Curtin. Travis. That's right. Thank you so much, Travis. And all joking aside, buddy, I cannot thank you enough for smacking that subscription button. It is people like you that keep this channel coming back every single day. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so, so much. Great to have you, Travis. Now we just got to get you over here to Twitch, you legend. Gary Giggles, thank you for smacking the follow button. You win the name game. So, legends, we are down to the Tampa Bay Rays and the Diamondbacks. And then we're busting into 5 boxes. Oh, there you go, Jeff Hansen. My man. Snowboarding in July. All right, folks. Next, CJ Smiles. One of our favorite mass holes. Taking the letter S in our UFC break. Thank you, CJ. Another OG of the family. I love that dude. Next, speaking of OGs of the family, Mr. Hansen, the Hammer, taking the letter B. Thank you, Jeff. There you go, legends. That is what we have left in our second box of Topps Chrome UFC out of our brand new sealed hobby case. By chance, do we have Steven Jacobson here with us this morning? Mr. Malave Jr., good morning. Austin Malmo. So all that information is up there at JunkWaxVintage.com, my good man. But it does vary. And I would have to double check on that Mammoth card because that would have to be submitted in a different category than regular cards. So to be honest with you, we have not submitted one of those Mammoth cards yet. But that doesn't mean we can't. I might have to make a new subscription category for that one. We shall see. Austin Malmo. Yeah, I like it. So that would be a perfect time to try to sell it, is right before he goes into that Hall of Fame, if he does. Mr. Malave Jr., good morning. Oh, you know, just starting the morning the right way, my man, as always. So, legends, if it is your very first time tuning in this morning to these luscious locks, it is outstanding to see you this morning, my friends, on this wonderful Wednesday. Welcome. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. You can find me here starting and ending your days right with that daily dose of positivity. Some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs. Typically at my expense. And that's exactly how I want it. Well, good morning, Johnny Ward, you giant, smiling, handsome son of a gun. Great to see you, brother. Happy Wednesday. Mr. Kevin Conlon, good morning. Top of the morning to you, buddy. All right, my dear friends, my family. Mr. Kev says, hopefully we can match that level of card of that Brock Bowers RPA that I found for you in the last break. I am so with you, Kevin Curtin. Yes, please, my brother. So, folks, I am going to go ahead and call a last call this morning. It looks like the shop has slowed down just a little bit. We have been here for 2 hours and 11 minutes of awesome. And again, folks, I just want to deliver a Costco economy size Kirkland Signature Edition. Thank you to each and every one of you. Because we started our new schedule yesterday. And it's awesome. So if you haven't noticed, we're able to be live longer. And especially last night. The last night was our very first night on that new schedule. And we had an over 4-hour show last night. And it was so nice. I will always be transparent with you folks. When I had to get up super early in the morning, anytime that we ripped past like 10:30, in the back of my mind, there's like a siren going off going, Dalen, if you don't end this show, you're not going to sleep until 2 a.m. Now, the show starts at 9:30 in the morning, so I don't have that feeling. So it was the very first time last night that I did not have that feeling. It was everything I thought it could be. So thank you so very much, my friends, for dealing with that schedule change. I know it's a little different, especially for you OGs that have been here for multiple years. I've been showing up at 8 a.m. for the last 3 years. So it is a big change, but I think it's going to be a huge positive change for this community. So thank you so much for bearing with me on that one, folks. Mr. Holm. So the change to the schedule, my friend, if you're over there on Instagram, there is a schedule. And actually, let's see if it is current over here on Twitch. It might not be. We might not have loaded the new schedule. Yeah, we did not. Crapola. So, over there on Instagram, though, let me show you something. So on Instagram, my friends, we do have a schedule that is up there pretty much all the time. And there it is. So if you see, all of our mornings now start at 9:30 a.m. Our evening shows have not changed. Good morning, BG. Irish Kev. Probably won't see the break tonight. Oh, I got you covered, Kev. My pleasure, buddy. Thank you for letting me know. Mr. Malave, we do not have any NASCAR boxes, but we do have some fat packs up there. Marco Bosco. Oh, brother. That is ridiculously kind of you to say, and I appreciate it more than you will ever know, my friend. Thank you so, so much, you big sweetie. So, folks, just a heads up, this Friday is the 4th of July. We will not be having a Friday Night Lights. We will go live on Friday. If you see, we start at 9:30 in the morning. Then we will be on Whatnot during the afternoon from 2 p.m. till probably about 6:30 p.m. We're going to have an extended Whatnot show. We might even do 3 breaks during that show. But then when we cut off after Whatnot on Friday night, my friends, we will not have a Friday night show. As I'm taking my kids downtown, we're going to go see some fireworks. But then we will be back regular junk time, regular junk schedule on Saturday. So please feel free to screenshot that, folks. And of course, if you want to head on over to Instagram, you get to see that schedule whenever you want. And thank you in advance for those of you who have followed us over there on Instagram. Marco Bosco, it is wonderful to see you this morning, buddy. And I just smacked you with that follow. Thank you for the positive words. I appreciate it. That's what helps to make this channel go round. BG, it is wonderful to see you back, buddy. How are you doing on this happy hump morning? Irish Kev says, how many channels are showing Independence Day on Friday, you wonder? Probably quite a few. You know what, folks? That would actually be kind of fun. Maybe in the JunkWaxVintage Discord, on our Watch Party channel, I could find a copy of Independence Day, and I could just play it on a loop for 24 hours. That would be a blast. Bubba, my man. He says, you want to see some fireworks, bust into that $5 hobby break. 'Cause busting makes me feel good. That's right, Mikey, too. We're down to just the Tampa Bay Rays and the Diamondbacks. 2 teams to go. And then we're busting into 5 boxes. But folks, if we need to do that tonight, that's okay too. If you want to do it this morning, I am so happy to do so. There is 2 teams left. But of course, there is never any pressure. So if you want to rip into that tonight, we can do that as well. Mr. Brad Lamping, good morning. To our favorite Cincinnati fan. How you doing, buddy? Big hugs and firm handshakes to another OG of the family. All right, my dear friends, I'm going to refresh that shop one more time. I love it. Thank you, BG. Great to see you this morning, brother. Happy hump morning. All right, legends. It does look like we are current up there in the shop. Beautiful, Chris. So he says, let's do it tonight. You have a meeting starting in 15 minutes. I think that's what we're going to end up doing, buddy. I have called last call a couple of times. I will call last call one more time, my dear friends. And I'll give you just a couple of minutes. We'll rip through another pack of juicy junk wax. Let's go back to 1986, shall we? Let's see if we can't find a holy noly. I see a Mikey too. I'm sorry, brother. But hey, worst case scenario, we will bust into that 5 hobby box break tonight, my good man. Mr. Dowling, Joe, if you're taking off this morning, my brother, have a magnificent remainder of your Wednesday, and we'll see you back here tonight. Same junk time, same junk channel. Promo. How about Mr. Pine Tar himself, George Brett? The Iron Man, Mr. Cal Ripken Jr. We found a magnificent Cal Ripken Jr. autograph last night, numbered to 10. That was the second break in a row. We found a numbered to 10 autograph of a legend. It was Cal Ripken last night and Nolan Ryan in the break before that. Autograph numbered to 10. Shout out to Alan White. Rest in peace to the late, great Big Dave Parker. Mr. Browning. I'm Browning. Shout out to Ozzy. From Spokane, Washington, a legend, Mr. Ryan Sandberg. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. And last but not least, a little Ricky Ruschel with that pillbox hat for the Pirates. Nice pack. All right, folks. I think it has been an absolutely magnificent last 2 hours and 18 minutes together. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, as always, my dear friends. I have said it before, and I will say it again. I never apologize for the redundancy. I am absolutely convinced that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby. Right here in the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club. And that is because of each and every one of you. Macho Danny Savage, we will see you this afternoon, my brother. Thank you so much for hanging with us and making the switch to Twitch. Much love right back to you, Bubba. So, folks, keep in mind, you are more than welcome to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com, even when this ugly mug is not live. And I actually really appreciate it when you do so. Whenever you make purchases before my live show starts, it allows me to pull those purchases early and kind of tentatively set up how the show is going to go, if that makes sense. So I sincerely appreciate you folks utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com throughout the day. And remember, anytime that you purchase anything, it's just going to be waiting for you. Right here at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. And I have a very, very strong hunch that we're going to be busting into this 5 hobby box baseball with some national treasures. Hey, Kev, you have a wonderful evening as well, buddy. Thank you as always for joining us, our brother from the Emerald Isle. And you folks enjoy your outro jingle. And as always, my friends, before we shove off today, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do me a solid. On this marvelous miércoles, a wonderful Wednesday. First and foremost, please, my friends, when you go out there in all of your daily dealings on this wonderful Wednesday, please be good to yourselves. Try to use that inner monologue that we all do and try to say nice things to yourself. Remember, my friends, you got to be your own best cheerleader sometimes. Can't depend on other people to do it for you. So try to say things that pump yourself up instead of pushing yourself down. Always remember, my friends, that your thoughts become your actions. Your actions eventually become your lifestyle. Your lifestyle becomes everything. It bleeds into everything. So it all starts at the end of the day, my friends, with keeping up here as positive as possible. So please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you. Practice the heck out of that golden rule. And I know what you're going to say, legends, but Uncle Junkwax, those other human beings out there, sometimes they suck. I know. You don't have to tell me, my friends. Unfortunately, our world, and especially our card hobby, can be, at times, chock full of a-holes. We're all set in the a-hole department. We're full. We do not need any more. What we do need is kindness, patience, tolerance, and empathy. And you, my dear friends, you have the power to be the change that you want to see in the world today. I have faith in you. So try to give others a little bit of slack today, my friends. You just never know what everybody else is going through, right? So please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you, no matter how difficult those other human beings might make it. And lastly, my dear friends, do your absolute best to maintain that attitude of gratitude. Always remember, folks, there is hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of other human beings out there today that do not have food. They do not have a roof over their head. So, folks, especially if you were born here in North America, if you have a car that runs, if you've got children that are healthy, if you are healthy, if you've got a card community that loves you, if you've got a hobby that you love, that is 5 things for your list. Whatever is on your list specifically today, my friends, I hope you find it. I hope you hang on to it. And I hope you let it motivate you throughout this happy hump day. So as always, my dear friends, the TLDR, be good to yourselves, be good to the people around you, and practice that attitude of gratitude. And we will see each and every one of you tonight at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oscar, bienvenidos. That is very kind of you to say, brother. Thank you so much, Mr. Sandoval. And welcome to the family, buddy. Bienvenidos. Kevin, it is great to see you this morning, our brother from the Emerald Isle, gracing us with his presence. Have a great rest of your day, buddy. Excited to hopefully see you back here tonight. Brian Smith, you know it, bud. Kevin O'Brien, you have a wonderful afternoon as well, buddy. Justin Miller, congratulations on some beautiful Donruss cards this morning. Jason Weddle, absolutely right, buddy. Great to see you too this morning, buddy. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Jason. All right, legends. Thank you again for another wonderful Wednesday morning. As I have said before, and I will say it again, I am absolutely convinced that it is impossible to go out there and have anything less than a stellar day when you started it right here with yours truly. And this wonderful Wednesday is no different.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy your outro jingle, my dear friends. Oh, Wyatt. What? Bro. I love it. Thank you so much, Wyatt. Much appreciated, buddy. We will absolutely bust into that bad boy first thing tonight. Thank you again, my dear friends. Make it a wonderful Wednesday. I know you will. Enjoy your outro jingle. Bye-bye. Rise and shine.
It's the midweek fire.
Junk Wax Vintage. Gonna take you higher.
The legends are rolling.
The packs are tight. It's a wonderful Wednesday. We started it right.
We're cracking backs and sipping spicy. J-Cap built that morning's feeling icy.
You know it.
With cardboard heat and caffeine kicks,
We're pulling flames and hitting licks. Good morning, Melly P. Great to see you, my dear friend.
Dalen's live with that morning charm.
Ripping wax with both sleeves on.
From Julio rookies to
Vintage gold. These wonderful Wednesdays never get old.
His junk wax got the sorting down. Grading dreams in
In a cardboard town.
The legends in chat,
Always on cue. We woke up early just to vibe with the crew.
live from the J.W. Card Club Studios. Start your day with a slab and a smile, featuring spicy water, wild pulls, and that signature junk wax energy.
Feeling great.
Midweek spree,
Spicy water, chug it slow.
Wednesday wonders steal the show. So toast that morning brew and tap the screen.
These wonderful Wednesdays rolling full steam.
J fills the morning thrill,
Where legends break with heart and skill.
we're cracking backs and sipping spicy. J Root that morning's feeling icy. With cardboard heat and caffeine kicks, we're pulling flame and hitting licks. Dalen's live with that morning charm.
Ripping wax with both sleeves on.
From Julio rookies to
Vintage gold. These wonderful Wednesdays never get old.
This junk wax got the sorting down.
Grading dreams in a cardboard town.
The legends in chat,
Always on cue. We woke up early just to vibe with the crew.
live from the J.W.
Card Club Studios.
Start your day with a slab and a smile, featuring
Spicy water, wild pulls, and that signature junk wax energy. Feeling great.
Midweek spree,
Spicy water, chug it slow.
Wednesday wonders steal the show. So toast that morning brew
This wonderful Wednesday started full steam.
J.Ju views the morning thrill when legends break with heart and skill.
Well, good morning. Damn right, Timbo T-Wood, I saw that, you legend. We will bust into that first thing this evening, my man, because we had a whole bunch of people that left because they thought it wasn't going to break till tonight. So we will bust that first thing this evening, you legends. Thank you so much, Timbo. Big Big Worm. Great to see you this morning, buddy. Thank you as always. Trey. This is not a new hat. I have had it for a while, but I appreciate you being observant. Good to see you, Trey. All right, legends. It has been another absolutely wonderful Wednesday here in the front yard. How about a little soundboard Olympics to see us out this morning?
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah. Oh, my. After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob. Oh, wow. Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come out, Craig. Did we miss Baywatch?
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo! I got that Ric Flair, woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come out, Craig.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. Cafecito. Buenos días, Jesus. Que bueno verte, señor Curiel. Siempre. Tú sabes, way. Si mames, way. Thank you again, you absolutely incredible human beings, for another wonderful Wednesday here in the front yard. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. I know you will make it a wonderful Wednesday, my friends, and I am already ridiculously excited to be right back here with you tonight at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you again, everybody.